It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 49 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. And incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Daniels. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Daniels looking to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar in there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Daniels. This is caught. It's Brown. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Now 2nd and 5. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete, it's Dotson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Here's 1st and 10. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. big spot, and he delivers.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now Washington down by a field goal. 1:15 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Here comes second down at 5. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes second down. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And some room to work. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now a first throw here in overtime. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Throwing now is Daniels. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners,
Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, here's the option. And he is into the end zone. They accomplish what they set out to do as they will take the lead here in overtime.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 27-yard line.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give them a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Back to throw now on first down. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pulled in by them toward the sideline. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to get into the end zone. They respond with a touchdown of their own. And now decision time. Down by 1 here in OT.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts will throw. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.